his mustache is amazing. He's got a little goatee, which the other day I accidentally referred to a goatee as a face mullet.
Are you going to be singing that the whole time?
Yeah, it's stuck in my head now. It's too hot in here.
Get your
I got it.
bearings.
I got
I'm
it.
just waiting for you to kind of get situated.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, beware and warning and welcome. Beware.
Oh my
and
God.
and
No. Oh.
I liked it.
Oh my God.
New theme song.
Just like bring it on, but
Spirit fingers. No. So beware and warning and welcome. Welcome to Choose Your Own Book Club, where we talk about the Choose Your Own Adventure books.
Yes.
And discover the greatest adventure of all, which is friendship. Mm-hmm. My name is Peter. I'm a librarian.
My name's Abby. I'm also a librarian.
Why'd you say it like that?
I don't know.
I'm
also a librarian.
All right, well.
And guess what, friends? I'm a librarian too.
What would you be if you weren't a librarian?
Well, I went to college initially for creative writing.
That's right,
so
yes.
I was a copywriter.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
That was
fair
kind of
enough.
that got boring, so I don't know.
All right.
I would like to be like a what am I good at? What am I good at? What am I good at? Nothing else.
Really, yeah.
You know, this is what I'm good at.
And even then.
Oh my God! Rude.
I mean, well, I'm sorry. Just trying to put points on the board.
What we found is that our frenemy-ship along the way is the adventure that we've chosen.
But I chose wrong, clearly.
Jeez.
What's anything new with you?
Oh, well, we had the holiday.
Yes.
Not my fave holiday.
Just because?
Don't like it. Well, first of all, turkey's disgusting. It's so gross. You say to me, I've got the best turkey recipe, and I say, wow, it's probably still going to taste like you have soaked a paper towel roll in water.
Like a salty water.
In salt water, and baked it. And now you're serving it to me, like looking at me expectantly, like, huh? What do you think of my salted paper towel? And I'm like, making gagging noises.
Okay, fair enough.
Because turkey is disgusting. Disgusting. You can't. You can't dress it up.
I like it like the day of. I hate cold turkey sandwiches. Never liked it.
No. It's nice to see family members, but I just, like I hate the everything it stands for kind
of course.
Thing. So
yeah, agreed.
It's really, I just really just don't like it.
Fair enough. That's fair.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing else. That's fine. So we can talk about this book. We don't have to talk about anything else.
Yeah, nothing else really going on.
Yeah, that's fine. So today we are talking about The Forbidden Castle. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this was written by Edward Packard in 1982. This is the 13th. Oh, no, this is the 14th book overall.
It sure is.
So how about let's get right into Choose Your Own Summary. So, Abby.
Hold on, I have to cough.
Yeah, you really did.
I've got like a goopy throat. Sorry.
Oh,
it's going to make it sound like...
I'm sure that's not going to pick up at all.
Hello, listeners.
It's Abby.
It's Abby. It's time to choose your own adventure. Choose your own adventure with Peter and Abby.
The adventure you're choosing is if you go to Old Country Buffet or not.
Yeah, I like Golden Corral because they have the chocolate fountain.
Fun. So, Abby, you were going to summarize this book in 6 seconds or less, but
Okay.
you were going to choose how you want to do it.
Oh.
So, option 1, I think I picked out good ones this time because I think you weren't really happy with my last choices.
No, last week was terrible.
Well, I disagree. I thought they were
Terrible.
great. Well, thank you. Thank you for that.
Still love you. Sorry.
Oh, sure. So option 1 is, so again, this is in medieval times, obviously, because of castle. So you're going to do it in kind of like a Robin Hood,
Ew.
jaunty voice.
Ew.
So you can, however you want to do that.
Okay.
That's option 1.
Cool.
Option 2 is, we haven't talked about this yet, but this book takes place, or this book is kind of an unofficial sequel to The Cave of Time.
Yes.
So for option 2, you are going to go back in time to May 2023 when we started this podcast,
No.
and you're going to drop references to summer of 2023 throughout
Oh
your summary.
God. I don't even remember what happened in summer of 2023.
It was that good.
No, I just.
You know what they say, if you remember summer of 2023, you weren't there.
I just have such a bad memory.
Fair enough, me too.
I'm going to do it in my Robin Hood voice.
Fair enough, I figured.
Because I had a crush on Robin Hood, the Fox version. The Disney Fox version.
Okay.
When I was a kid. Who didn't? He was so cute. You
I know that's a thing.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing until I admitted it to someone, and they were like, "Oh yeah, me too." And then I was like, "Whoa!"
So it's like your little own support group for
I
it.
thought I was weird, and then I saw there's a lot of weird.
There's a lot of people that
Yeah.
are very into that, which is fine. Whatever.
Yeah, man. Go weirdos, yeah.
All right, so let's start right now. What happens?
Oh, I'm on
no.
a. Wait, pause it. I'm like.
Nope, too late. Gotta keep going.
Oh, I'm on a little jaunty trip into the cavern, and I see there's what? A cave.
What-ho!
What-ho, a cave. A cave of time, I bet. It probably is also a cave of space.
Aha!
Ha! The game is afoot. Now, it will take me, apparently, from America all the way to medieval times in King Henry's court. The game is afoot. And then I have to
15 seconds.
try to find this forbidden castle, or maybe go live in the woods forever with a guy named Garth. Or maybe go to a guy's court and be crazy for a while. I don't know. It's really weird. Go to a court and maybe go to Paris.
Okay.
Done. That was a perfect summary.
Well,
This is a bromance book between me and Garth.
because that was my first option too. So this book was. I texted you
Yeah.
yesterday.
Just a series of emojis.
Yeah, so it was the no emoji,
With the circle with
the circle with the
the
slash,
no smoking one.
and then it was the castle, and then it was the thumbs down emoji.
Yeah.
Because the first half of this book was just very not laid out the best. But if you're able to get into the second half of the book, it really opens up.
No,
And
what you
it
forgot
really-
to tell everyone is that the first thing you texted me about this book.
Well, let's get into the summary first. Let's get into the summary.
Because
So
I thought someone had hacked your Facebook for real.
So, the opening line to this book is, "You promised yourself never to go back to the cave of time." And so so in the middle of a work week, I texted Abby.
November 15th at 9:28 a.m. Peter texted me, "You promised!" Exclamation point, exclamation point. "I'm really upset with you." And I was like, what is this? Is this one of those things where my friend had his Facebook hacked and now I'm talking to the hacker? So I respond like, and it's just, the response is just a picture of the first
Of the Cave of
page
Time.
with the Cave of Time. And it says, "You promised you would never go back to the Cave of Time." And I'm just like, no.
Because, well, you didn't know, because I think you read these books the day of, right?
Yeah, I usually read them like the morning before we do it, because otherwise I forget stuff. So I'm like, I'm not going to read it until then. Peter reads it way ahead of time because he's a dork. He does his homework way ahead of time. I procrastinate, and
well, I do most of the reading like the day prior.
Okay,
so
I do it literally 40 minutes before.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, these are pretty easy books to get.
Oh
through,
yeah. So, but yeah, I was just like, oh my God, no, I don't want to go back to the Cave of Time because I was so, as everyone who has listened from the beginning knows, I was very upset about the parameters of the Cave of Time.
Because it was a cave of time and space, technically.
It is still a cave of time and space.
Yes, because it transports you to another time and another place.
Yes. I need to talk to Edward Packard about this. Mr. Packard, are you listening?
Well, you know he is.
I hope he is. I have questions. Did you just call it a cave of time? Because you're thinking to yourself, like, I don't want to confuse kids by overcomplicating it.
So you're going back to the Cave of Time.
Sure.
Fine.
So
well, you found the opening inside a big boulder in Red Creek Canyon, and you just couldn't resist. So I think that was the place that we originally were, correct? In the first book was Red Creek Canyon? That sounds right.
It was some kind of canyon. Yes. I don't remember.
And it had some, it had a color in the name, so I'm pretty sure that's right.
Sure. No, it was Snake Canyon, right?
Oh!
I think it was Snake Canyon.
You might be right.
Does anyone remember? Someone correct me.
Shout it out really loud and we'll be able to hear
you. Cave of Time. I'm going to Google it while you're talking.
So you go into the Cave of Time, and if you remember from the original book, or you were listening from the original book, from when we first talked about this.
It is Snake Canyon.
It was Snake Canyon.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is it's a spiritual sequel.
I'm in a different state, potentially, and I am in a different, entire different canyon, because for whatever reason, I love a good canyon. I can't stay away from these canyons, and I'm just like, oh, girl, I see a cave. I know what that means.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna go. I told myself I would never go back, but here we go. I just text my friends, let's go, with a million O's, and then I jump in the Cave of Time. But it seems darker than before, I say to myself.
So you hit your head on something, and so in the original Cave of Time, the first book, there was a whole bunch of different time periods. This book only focuses on medieval times.
Yeah.
And there's a couple endings where you can go back to like the present or like to the future, but 99% of the book is just medieval times.
Yeah, and that's pretty much exclusively where I stayed, and I couldn't get out anywhere else. It was just like I got there and I was there forever.
And so and in the original Cave of Time, you would kind of walk and make these weird choices, like
you were like in or out. You went in
left or
to
right
the cave. You'd go out and then you'd go back in. You come out and you're in a different place.
Correct.
And you go back in. You're in a different place in time.
In this cave, the mechanics are definitely different, because like you just go in and you hit your head and you're
outside
unconscious
of the cave
in
somehow.
This field.
Yeah. You hit your head and now you're in a field in a different country and century.
Right. So you wake up, you hide behind a bush, and there's two knights on horseback, and you overhear them. And so they are talking about the Forbidden Castle.
Oh, Sir Rupert. Sir Rupert.
The two knights are aligned with King Henry, and King Henry is looking for the Forbidden Castle because King Henry knows through a monk that the person who rules the Forbidden Castle can control all of Europe. And so this monk told King Henry this riddle. And originally you don't find out what the riddle is. You have to kind of dig a little bit to find what the riddle is. But the riddle gives the location of the castle. And so that's basically the opening of the book. Is you see these two knights. You can either go with them right away, or you can go off with...
Yeah, so like right away you can either hang back because you're like, I am wearing some like sussy 20th century clothes, and
Yeah, it's like flannel, but also like cowboy flannel.
Yep. I was hiking in a canyon. I mean, what else am I going to wear? Jeans and a cowboy flannel shirt and some sneaks. That's what I hike in. So, I mean, they're going to look at me and be like, oh, no, you don't belong here, and throw me in a, dungeon or something.
Right.
So you can hang back, or you can step out and talk to the knights.
Right. But if you hang back, you come across Garth.
Garth.
So was that your first run through? Because that was mine too.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, if you stay with Garth, there's so many options.
Are there?
Yes.
Okay. Because Garth is basically kind of like a Robin Hood. At least he's drawn as a Robin Hood kind of character.
Well, he's more of a Little John. He's like Robin Hood in spirit, but Little John in size.
Yes, but also he's not really like doing any kind of like robbing from the rich.
No.
He's just kind of just hanging out.
He just told King Henry, like, you suck, man. And the king was like, I'm going to have people kill you.
Right. And so he's just kind of hanging out in the forest. He's not really doing much.
So he's like, I live here now.
So how about get through your Garth adventure? I'll get through my Garth adventure.
Mine is long.
Are you serious? Because mine was pretty short.
Okay, you do yours then, because mine is lengthy.
Really?
Yes. Oh. I mean, look at this. I always do like a talk to text of my first run through. Look at this.
That's you're scrolling a lot.
Yeah, man. That's a ton.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
My first run through was I hang back because I'm a coward at heart.
Uh-huh.
I have a cowardly heart. And
Yes.
so I hang back, I run to Garth, and Garth is like, hey, you can try to go to the castle yourself, or you can hang out with me, a grown man, out in the forest.
Hey, little kid, do you want to hang out and live with me in the forest forever? I'm an adult.
But he also, he sets it up as hey, you can go with them, but they most likely will throw you in the dungeon. So he kind of stacks the deck in his favor,
Yeah.
I feel.
Oh, yeah.
I hang out with him, and so I keep hanging out with, again, he kind of says, hey, you can try to go to the castle, press your luck, or you can hang out with me. And so, I keep hanging out with him. I choose a life in the forest, and then from there, it basically ends. And so Garth gets older, and he gets more kind of recruits, so we kind of become kind of a band of merry men. But he gets older, and he kind of can't lead anymore. So I'm the leader of these this group of people, and we become so big that King Henry gives us our own castle, and we kind of police the area. So we become part of the system, man.
Ew. Gross.
So I'm sure Garth wouldn't have appreciated
Garth
that.
would not have liked the turn of that.
So it's not the sort of life you expected, but it's as good as you could have hoped to find hundreds of years before your birth. So I run a castle with a bunch of Robin Hoods, basically. So my Garth adventure was very short. I felt like the first chunk of this book, it was very it kind of steered you into what path they wanted you to take. Kind of like those mazes you would get as a kid. It's very clear where the endings are supposed to be. You're you're not supposed to go this way. You're supposed to keep going. It kind of railroads you a little bit, I felt, in the first half.
Sure.
So what was your Garth adventure?
Well, there's several different Garth paths.
Are there really? Because I only got the one.
So there is that Garth path, but also there is a Garth path where if you are with him for a while and then you're getting kind of bored, you can decide to go and test out living at the castle of Mad King Rufus.
Yeah, so I never did that.
Oh, it's fun. It's really fun. I did that one with my fourth grader. He thought it was awesome. You get there, and basically, the Mad King Rufus is just wild. He has a guy who's the Lord of Contradictions and the Lord of Silliness, and
Really?
Yes, he has all these different random lords.
You'd be a good Lord of Silliness,
Oh,
I feel.
for sure. So you get there, eventually you end up having to choose what you want to be in his court. And I chose to be, here it is. You can either choose to be the minister of guesswork or the minister of sanity.
Those are both bad options for you, I feel.
Well, those are the only two options left in his court. There's a minister for every other thing. So for the Mad King Rufus, those are the only two options left. If you want to live in his court, you have to choose. There's already a minister of craftiness, a minister of happiness, a minister of inaction. There's a lady of ladies in waiting. So you have to choose minister of guesswork, minister of sanity. But I chose minister of sanity, and everyone is like, hey, we're going to kill you now.
But why?
And then because they've never had a minister of sanity, he only proposed that as a joke.
Okay. But it's okay.
And then you yell, "This is madness," when they're all saying that they're going to kill you. And then they all are like, "Yay, that's what we wanted to hear. Yay, you're doing a good job as the minister of sanity." And
so it was a test the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how you win on that path.
So that's the ending?
Yes. You are the minister of sanity in the court of the Mad King Rufus, where you just have to make sure that everyone is insane.
Or just call people out for being
too sane.
Well, I guess that would be a good job for you. Now that I'm thinking
I'd be
about
like,
it.
you, way too normal.
You'd be silly.
Weird it up now.
Come on.
And just get a little bit more weird with it. So the other thing that you can do with Garth is you can decide to leave him pretty much right away, which is what I did.
Okay. So you go to...
So if you leave him right away, you can go to Cotwin Castle.
And that's where King Henry is.
That's where King Henry is. So once you get to the castle, the guards pretty much pick you up right away. So I get picked up right away, and they throw you into a dungeon, and they're basically preparing you to be executed right away because they're like, look at your goofy clothes. We're going to kill you. And you have two options. And I don't remember what the other option is, but I chose to ask about the Forbidden Castle.
Yes.
And so while they're taking me to be burned at the stake, they tell me the riddle.
Okay, so let's get into the riddle really quick.
Yes. So the riddle is the riddle of the Forbidden Castle, which is what this is about. And it's somewhere south, where it is colder, where that which falls stays where it is. You'll find what isn't what it is.
Right, so this is the riddle that the monk told the king.
Yes. And whoever figures that riddle out allegedly can have the castle and rule all of Europe.
Well, whoever that's the riddle to get to.
Yeah.
That's to the location of the Forbidden Castle.
Right.
And then once you run the Forbidden Castle, you can run all of Europe,
Right.
basically.
So yeah.
And there's a couple different ways to find out the riddle. Otherwise, sometimes you can just stumble across the Forbidden Castle.
Right.
In your journeys.
So I'm standing there with a literal rope around my neck at the stake, ready to be burned. And I have to either say, ask for a little more time to solve the riddle, or say, stop, I have the solution to the riddle.
Yes.
So I say, oh yeah, I know what the riddle answer is. And so then they're like, oh wait, stop, don't kill the kid.
Don't kill this child.
They bring me to the king. So I tell the king, hey, I know the answer to the riddle. And the king's like, okay, tell me the answer to the first line.
So you can guess it's either the South Pole,
Yep.
or you can guess it's the mountains.
Yes. So I tell him that we have to go to the mountains.
And if you guess the South Pole, you are automatically executed because South Pole doesn't exist
Yeah,
yet.
they don't know what that
Well, I mean,
is.
it obviously exists, but
Yeah.
they didn't know it yet.
Right. So I tell him that we should go to the mountains. And he's like, oh, there's mountains in France. That makes sense. So then he asked me what the second line is about, which is the one that says where that which falls stays where it is. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, maybe it's the sun. But I'm like, I'm not going to tell him because he might just kill me if he finds out all the parts of the riddle.
Right.
And so I don't tell him. And I'm like, I know what it is, but you got to go with me to the mountains and then I'll tell you there.
So stalling for time?
Yep. So basically he's like, I'll give you some guys and a ship and you can sail there. And
Right.
then I'll meet you there. And I was like, okay, sure. So we sail there, down the Thames, and we get there, and then we're moving along, me and this Earl and a bunch of knights or whatever.
Yes.
And the Earl stops at an inn and he's like, we're going to go in, we're going to fill up all of our casks with wine. You stay here with the horses and stuff. And I'm like,
keep the horses running.
yeah. I'm like, dude, he's going to like, I'm thinking to myself in here, it's like, you might want to have an escape plan because once you get to the mountains, they might kill you.
So I think at that choice, you have to escape. There is
You
no
do.
like,
Yep.
there is no like, let's keep going with these chumps.
No. It's either steal the horse and cart or make a run for it. And
Right.
I was thinking to myself, horse and cart, that's loud. They're going to hear that. I'm going to make a run for it. So I jump out and run. So then you have to choose, am I going to try to run over the bridge or am I going to double back?
Yes.
And I was like, the bridge is far away. That's stupid. I'm not going to run over the bridge. They're going to see me. So I double back and I run back behind the inn. And so I'm hiding back behind the inn and this like little girl who's like this little worker at the inn,
And her name's Michelle.
Michelle,
Yes.
she finds me and she's like, oh, hey, you come over here. I'll hide you and I'll give you some food and stuff. I know where a good hiding spot is. And I'm like, why do I automatically think that she's trustworthy? I don't know, whatever. So I go with this girl. She takes me inside. She brings me some food. She hides me. I tell her I'm a time traveler and she's like, okay. She like just believes me.
Well, all the NPCs kind of automatically believe you.
Yeah.
Like, there was this like this older lady, and she knows you're a time traveler because you have a wristwatch, and she thinks that you're she calls you a soothsayer because you can see into the future because you know the time. That's an interesting detail. You seem annoyed, but
Yep. Anyway, so the girl's like, I hate it here. Let's run away together. And I'm like, okay.
because she's an orphan.
She's an orphan. She works there. And she's like, they beat me. And I'm like, oh my God.
Did they really say that?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I didn't remember that.
So she's like, they said I could stay here and like work and stuff, but they beat me. And I'm like,
Oh boy.
ooh, that's dark. So I'm like, okay, yeah, let's run away. So she gets some horses and gives me some new clothes because she's like, you look dumb. And I'm like, yeah, I do. She's like, you're going to stick out. So we run away together. And this part, I was like, this is getting awesome. We're running away together. Sweet. So we run away at midnight.
Yes, and there's a full moon. And then from like the Michelle part of the book, so I feel like this book, I don't mean to keep cutting you off, but
No, I know, but my run through is long.
fair enough, yeah. So I feel like the first half of the book, Packard is kind of trying to railroad you into certain choices, because usually what happens is you pick part A or choice A, choice B, and then from there there's another choice A, choice B, or if you go to that other page is the choice A, choice B. In this setup, pick part A or pick part B. If you pick one, it's automatically the end, but if you pick part B, it just keeps going.
Yes.
So it feels
Which is like I got a story, a whole book that he wrote, and then he has all these little branches that kill you.
Right. So that's usually not a Packard thing. That feels like
No.
more Montgomery-esque.
Right. Because mine just kept going, and I was like, oh my God, like I'm not even halfway done, you guys. Like this is ridiculous. So
But just
Yeah.
really quick, the Michelle second half of the book, if you can find your way to the second half of the book, it feels a lot more traditionally branched out.
Yeah.
Like you can make more distinct choices and not feel like you're railroaded into one.
right, for sure.
So anyway, keep going.
So so we run away together. Then we're riding for like 2 days. Then we get to the point where we can't go any further. We get to like a fork in the road. We see like a dude there, and we're like, hey, how do we go south to the mountains? And he's like, you can't go south. To go south, you have to go east or west.
Did he say why?
Yes, because there's like no man's land kind of
Oh,
forest.
yes. And you can't
Like an impassable wilderness.
I think I did end up going through there and like you get bitten by snakes and you die.
He's like, there's thorns everywhere. There's like snakes underfoot and snakes hanging from the trees. You're going to die if you go through there. And we're like, okay. So,
And the second half of the book is just so much more traditional, like choose your own adventure,
Yeah.
because like you can just die by snakes or wolves or all these other things.
Yeah.
With the first half, you can kind of only die by like gruesome medieval execution, and it's
Right.
not as fun.
no. So, but yeah, it was fun. We had to decide east or west. East was like you go that way, and there's like this evil, like, lord of the land or whatever. I can't remember his name.
Gaston, yeah, Count Gaston.
Count Gaston, and he has all the wolves in the Europe or something, like live on his land. So I was like, that doesn't sound fun. I'm on a bunch of horses that are like wolf food. And then the other way, it was like, oh, if you go west, there's like this dragon mountain. And I'm like, dragons don't exist.
Did you go to the Dragon Mountain?
Yes, I did.
That's the best choice.
I know, it is. Dragons don't exist. They're not real. But I want to go that way because what if there's a dragon in this book? I hope there's a dragon in this book so bad. So I go to the dragon route.
And what did you find?
Oh my God, I loved it so much. So I'm really hoping that there's a dragon in the book, but we get over there, there's this dragon ledge, and there's hissing and puffs of smoke and like, fire coming out and stuff.
And there's bones in
Yes.
in the illustrations. There's bones throughout on the ground.
Yeah, there's like human skulls and stuff. So I'm like, okay,
Very
we're
spooky.
gonna Michelle, let's creep up real quiet like. So we creep up, we're real quiet, and then we get real close, and it's just this old man with like a bellows and a ram's horn going like,
So it was Scooby-Doo. It's medieval Scooby-Doo.
Yes, it's medieval Scooby-Doo. And Michelle's like, ha ha ha, we know your secret, you're not a dragon.
And he's like, I would have gotten away with it too.
He's like, please don't tattle on me, I'm an escaped serf. And
Yeah.
I'm like, we would never tattle on you.
I don't even think that's an option. I
No,
don't think you
we're
can.
like, fight the power, man. You stay here and you just live your best life, Mr. Dragon Man. So yeah, we don't tell on him because we're not going to do that. So we're like, hey, can you show us where the Forbidden Castle is? And he's like, yes. I'll even tell you about the part of the riddle about the thing that falls but doesn't
Yes.
drop or whatever it said. And it's a waterfall. We're like, oh, cool. Thanks for filling us in on that. So we see the castle. And we're like, oh, no. King Henry is like storming the castle or trying to with his like knights on horseback or whatever. So we run up and we're like running up there. And this little old lady comes out of the castle. And she's wearing a long gray habit. And her name is Sister Anna or Sister Anna. And there's no prince at the Forbidden Castle. There's no like king there. It's just nuns.
And that's the third part of the riddle.
Yes.
Like what isn't. What was it again?
Yeah, that which is not or something.
Because there's no lord to the castle.
It's just nuns.
Right, so no one runs it.
Yeah, it's just the Sisters
Rules
of
it.
Hope. And so you're like, then King Henry's army gets all the way up there. And he's like, well, I can't fight you.
You won't fight back.
You're girls. You're just little old girls.
Ew.
That would be...
You're going to get your cooties on me.
That would be icky, and it would look bad on me if I killed a bunch of little old girls. So he does not fight them. And then they are like, hey, do you want to stay here? And Michelle and I are like, sure.
That's the end.
And that's the end.
Although that was like to get ahead. Well, to get to choose your own ending. My favorite ending is that one because indirectly it's just so hilarious. So the sisters invite you and Michelle to stay with them. You gratefully accept the invitation, but you are already thinking of your next journey to search for the entrance of the Cave of Time. So you're like, yeah, this is great. I gotta get out of here.
You're like, this is so awesome. But
Because
have you seen a cave anywhere? Like around here? This is a big mountain, but are there caves in it?
Because it says, for now you wish nothing more than to return to your own century and your own home. So you're just like, you're there like, oh, this is the end of the venture? Huh. Well, this is
It's nice.
nice.
Here, look at your nice castle.
I don't know.
But maybe...
But I don't know.
Do you have any video games?
What's interesting about this book is that because the monk has said that whoever rules the castle can rule all of Europe. But in order to do that, you would have to be cruel enough to kick out these sisters.
Yeah.
So if you're cruel enough to, take over the castle, you would be cruel enough to rule the world. I think that's what Packard is trying to say, either directly or indirectly. That's kind of... I thought that was kind of interesting. No? That's not interesting.
That is interesting.
Maybe that's interesting.
Sure. The Minister of Contradiction is, the illustrations, once again, by Paul Granger are phenomenal. Just beautiful stuff. I love King Rufus. Look at this guy. His mustache is amazing. He's got a little goatee, which the other day I accidentally referred to a goatee as a face mullet. Because I get word salad. Like I have really bad chronic migraine stuff, and when I am dealing with those, I can't remember words well. So I'll like throw in just the closest approximation to words that I can think of. And so I couldn't remember the word goatee, but I knew the word mullet, and I knew it was I knew face, and so all I could think of was face mullet.
But that's an appropriate...
That's fine. It makes sense.
I think so.
I think if I was going to say... I think if I said face mullet, I think most people would be like, sure, that probably means a goatee.
Fair enough. So yeah, Paul Granger knocking it out of the park yet again. There's a picture right at the end where you're resting underneath a tree with Michelle.
Oh yeah.
And so it just looks like you're resting there. But if you actually read the page, it's because when you get to the tree, snakes come out of the ground. They come out of the tree and they bite you to death. So what you're actually looking at is kind of like the aftermath. Like you're looking at your own dead body, and the snakes are already gone.
Oh yeah.
Well, do you have anything else to talk about? Or?
Nah.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, yeah.
What happened when you get to Michelle, the book really, like I said, when you get to Michelle, the book really opens up.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, the first half, Packard really seems to be railroading you into a couple different directions. And that back half, if you can get to Michelle, not that Michelle is like a remarkable character at all, but just because she doesn't really do anything, but just you have so many more choices. So you can get chased by wolves, you can get killed by the snakes in the tree, you can become traveling dancers with her.
What? Shut up.
And so just give up on finding the Forbidden Castle.
I love it.
You can become, you can do the Scooby-Doo dragon.
Yeah, I love
find
that one.
him. Also, you can become servant to this count. So when you're running away from the wolves, you go to Count Gaston's land. And so there's two different options. He says, hey, you can wait here for a year, and I'll take you up. You're in my service for a year, and I'll take you up myself. Or I'll take you right now.
What's the benefit of serving him for a year and then going if I could go right now?
But if you go right now, you have no supplies.
Oh. Well, you didn't tell me that.
Well, I was getting to that.
Okay.
So yeah, if you serve him for a year, you're basically just like counting down the days. Like he's nice to you and nice enough to you, but for some reason you just have like this melancholy about it.
Well, yeah, you're someone's servant. That sucks.
Yeah, but you seem to have it pretty sweet for like medieval times at least. But yeah, if you go right away, like he roots into your backpack. He's like, well, you're probably gonna die. Let's go. So that's what that picture is. Like he pulls off your backpack and looks inside. He's like, well, you got nothing in here. All right.
Right.
Were there any other ways you got to the castle?
No.
Oh, okay. There was I think I got lost.
That run through took me forever.
Apparently, yeah. Like that's like half the book.
Yeah, man. It was like instead of it being like a choose your own adventure book, it was like he had written a novel and then like I read the novel and then there was like paths off of it that I could have taken but I didn't.
So yeah, there's a part where I get chased by wolves in the mountains and I lose them, but then all of a sudden we think we hear the wolves again, and these wolves come closer. It turns out that they're actually dogs, and so but they're dogs that lead us to the castle.
Yeah.
And so there's also an option where you run across this old lady who thinks that you're a soothsayer because you have a wristwatch, and she tells you the riddle, and you and her and this Earl figure out that it's in the mountains by a waterfall, and then that the castle basically can't be ruled because there's no ruler to overthrow, and so they get mad and you stay on. So yeah, there's a bunch of different ways to get to the castle.
So I just lucked into it.
Apparently,
Oh,
I mean, you
nice.
look into most things, so there's that.
Yeah. I mean, it works for me. So,
Do you want to get to favorite endings?
sure. I mean, I already said my favorite ending was the one. My favorite ending was the one where I chose to be the Minister of Sanity.
Fair enough.
That was a really fun one.
Yeah, there's a lot of gruesome deaths.
Not
there's, you can get hanged. You can get burned at the stake.
Yep.
That mostly seems to be in the first half, like I said, and then the back half is kind of more like fun, crazy, choose your own adventure times.
Yeah. They really like killing children in medieval times. Just murdering kids. Killing babies.
There's also an option you can find an entrance to the Cave of Time with Michelle,
Ooh.
and you go into the present time, and all these cars come by, and she's like, "Oh, what's that?" And it basically ends with you saying like, "Well, hope she likes Big Macs." 'Cause that's
No one likes Big Macs.
that was Forbidden Castle. So what'd you think of this one? You didn't seem super into it.
No. I did not love it. It says there were 27 possible endings, but it took me so long. I mean, I had a good first run through, but it was so
Yeah, 'cause you got through most of the book.
long, because I literally, it was 20 minutes like of me being like, oh my God, when am I gonna die or have something or get to the end? I just kept going and going.
Yeah, this one wasn't laid out properly.
No, it was laid out like a giant tree with little tiny branches.
Yes. As opposed to a traditional kind of more like
Yeah.
rooting.
Yeah. Usually it's more
Branching
like
out.
bloop.
No one can see what you're doing.
Nope. It's more like a big
was doing-
giant root system.
Yeah, you were doing octopus arms.
Yeah. Like a big root system instead of one long, huge river with itty bitty tiny little things coming off of it.
So yeah, I think if it would have been laid out a little bit better, it would have been a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
And I wish that, because if you don't get to Michelle, the book is a little bit boring. I feel, just because, like I said, when you get to Michelle, there's a lot more silly ways to die as opposed to just being burned at the stake or anything like that. It was interesting, like the different power dynamics, I feel. Because it's about imprisonment and about who you want to serve and
Myself.
Exactly. And
Only myself.
About Michelle, who she doesn't want to be tied down.
Right.
And this Lord Gaston, who will help you, but you have to serve him for a year.
Terrible.
Or you can ally with
Garth?
You can ally with Garth, but you're kind of on the outskirts. So it was, I think, a good representative of the time to a point.
Yeah.
He didn't necessarily romanticize this.
How many kings are there?
There were
there's King Rufus and King Henry in one
I was wondering
country?
that too.
How's that possible?
Yeah, that was a little bit weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, I thought that was an interesting layer to it.
Yeah.
And again, I think just a Packard, even when it's not strong, he's trying to go for something.
Yeah.
They're fairly well written.
Yeah.
I feel like this kind of the subtlety of the imprisonment and the servitude. I think he knows what he's doing.
It was fun.
As you yawn.
As I yawn. No, it was fun. I was just oh man. With the Garth thing, it was either over so quick or it took me on this long, very long journey.
So I feel you didn't get a good sense of the book because
No.
you were so kind of railroaded.
Right. Woo. I know.
Well, that was Forbidden Castle. I mean, maybe one to skip, but not the worst one.
It was fun, but yeah, hard to find the branches if you're if you're a bold chooser like myself.
So that was Forbidden Castle. Next time, we're going to celebrate Merry Choosemas.
Yeah.
And so we are going to be watching the Choose Your Own Adventure movie. And you're probably like, hey, Peter, there's not a Choose Your Own Adventure movie. And to that, I'd be like, well, actually there is. There's a cartoon version of The Abominable Snowman, starring William H. Macy and Frankie Muniz.
Oh, yes.
And so, yeah, the cover is just three kids snowboarding with a monkey just having the time of his life. And then there's like an abominable snowman in the distance, kind of giving like a Darth Vader look.
Oh my gosh, Felicity Huffman did it too.
Yeah.
And Lacey Chabert.
So yeah, they got some big people for this. So yeah, we'll be watching that for Merry Choosemas. That'll be probably the end of the year for us, and then we'll pick it back up with House of Danger, which is the next Montgomery, which I am really looking forward to because I know that one is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a good Montgomery.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for choosing us today, everybody. Let's get to our housekeeping. Make sure that you like and subscribe to the podcast. Make sure that you rate and review us on Apple Podcasts because it really helps out the podcast. We've been getting some really good reviews. As soon as you write one and it comes in, I instantly text it to Abby, and it brightens her day. It brightens my day too. So if you like the show, it really, really helps other people find the show because, again, we're pretty small and we're kind of a niche show, believe it or not.
Yeah, it's not something that people like seek out.
Every little bit helps.
Yeah.
So if you have time, please do that. Follow us on Instagram because Abby posts a bunch of jokes and memes and photos from the books. So if you are unable to get a copy of the book, this will give you at least a little bit of a taste.
Teaser trailer.
And you can also email us at chooseyourownbookclubpodcast@gmail.com if you have any questions, if there's something we missed, any decisions in your life that you want help choosing between two options.
Oh yeah, if you have I can't make a decision, then you can tell us and Peter will give you his very, very
safe view.
Safe option, and I will be like, here you go, baby. Let's go. This is what I would do. It's bold.
And then between the two of us, you can
choose one of our two options.
Or you can just kind of go compromise and
no.
We'll fine.
That's not how Choose Your Own Adventure works.
But that is how life works, Happy. Do you understand the difference?
Nope.
Life is a Choose Your Own Adventure book.
Yep.
I want to write it all night long.
Life is a Choose Your Own Adventure book.
Nope.
That's a bad song.
Terrible song. I don't even remember who sings it.
Oh, that's probably okay.
Yeah, that's fine. It's gone. There's some things that leave your memory, and it's like, I don't need to Google that and add it back.
But
in.
you will.
I'm not going to.
At 3 a.m, you will.
No, I hope not. I think I'm going to let that one slide.
All right.
Don't email us, the artist.
I think I'm cutting that part out.
Good.
Well, yeah, thanks for listening today, everybody. I'm Peter. I'm a librarian.
I'm Abby. I'm also a librarian.
This has been Choose Your Own Book Club. We'll see you next time.